Gamerdude 2088 and happy free room removal day. And we're back here on Synjed account, like I said in the last video. But we're on Synjed account and we're gonna take his account apart. And well, luckily enough, he removed most of the runes on his monsters and left just his top monsters for the most part runed up. So we're gonna de-rune all of them as well and start working on this Giants team. So let's get right into it. Okay. Well, we got all that done. And let's take a look here and see what we can do. I'm going to first rune up a couple just to see if we can go straight into Giants B7. So we're definitely going to put some runes on his Konamiya. So we're going to start with Konamiya first, and if we can get something going there. Do you got some skill ups? Not quite enough. We'll see if we can make something happen with this Konamiya being a 4-star. I mean, I'm able to do it on my second account, so I'm sure he should be able to do it. Granted, he has some decent rune quality. Okay, well, this is what we got so far for the Konamiya. We was working to try to get some kind of speed going on. Do have Konamiya on a swift build and trying to get as much resistance as possible. Not the not the greatest set, but we got a HP percent build with some decent sub stats here, giving us a fairly good Konamiya for this level of play. So let's see what we can do for the next monster. Okay, well, we got his Bella runed up, also on a swift build, some decent stuff. We was working more along the lines of giving Bella a little bit of accuracy. Got some decent accuracy there. Got some pretty good speed, HP, and defense, so Bella should be able to sustain. But we got Bella on a swift focus build, which Bella does need a little accuracy to land those that defense break on the first skill, and works well with stripping beneficial effects on second skill. So that's pretty good. Granted, he does have a Bernard that he got recently. We're not going to rune Bernard. We're going to wait. We're going to see if we can make a team without Bernard first to see if it works. And if not, we're just going to de-rune everything and de-rune all the swift builds, or at least the ones whatever has the best speed substats on them, and put all the best speed substats on his Bernard just to see what happens.
Spoiler alert, that shit didn't work.
Okay, well, this is kind of what we got going on for Katarina. I was going to go with more crit rate and maybe more attack, but I'm like, she don't have quite enough HP, so I went for a little bit more HP on her. And surprisingly, she got a lot of speed. I kind of put this rune in as like I had options for more attack, more crit rate, maybe more crit damage, something like that. But I was like, nah, let's go for the HP. And this has a really good HP substat, and then it has some speed on it as well. Then we got, standard attack, crit damage, attack. We're over my threshold of 60% crit rate, so this is pretty good. She's going to be able to do a lot more in the runes, are not all, well, the attack runes are max, but the rest of the runes are not quite all leveled up, so still a lot more damage that she can output and a lot more sustaining that she'll be able to have. So this is the Katarina. Okay, well, looks like we got Kezabeth together, and surprisingly, the speeds are like kind of closely tied to each other, and the units that we've been ruining somewhat, they're like not too far apart, like within tens of each other. So this is pretty good, and got him on a swift guard set, going HP accuracy, so we can get him good accuracy, so you can land the debuff, well, the attack bar reduction on the first skill, and I think the second skill also hits all attack bars, and attack speed. Yep, attack speed on the enemies. Yeah, so we can land those a little bit more efficiently. Then you got some slight good resistance in there. So I'm liking where this is going. So let's move on Too posy. Alright, well, we got Posy all runed up. This is his stats. We got him on a Marshall hybrid build. Wish could have got more crit rate on him, but got some decent accuracy because that's going to be needed. We have him for more sustain than anything, just because we want to get the weakening effects and the attack bar production, all that good stuff from his skills to go off. And like I said, we got him on a attack HP build. He has some pretty solid runes in that department, and we got him built like this just because he has some decent runes for this current level of play. I mean, the stat show of itself. He got a lot of HP. He already has like a pretty decent defense to be so low leveled and all, and it's pretty good attack on him. Still wish could have more crit rate on there so he can crit a lot, so we can get some damage off with him. But I believe he still will do a decent amount of damage alongside with QB, just so we can have. And now we got everybody that we're going to use for this preliminary run runed up. So we're going to level up those runes to at least +9, +12 maybe, and see where we can go from there. Okay, the video is already getting a little long, so we're going to break it up into 2 parts. So stay tuned for the next part where we show what happens in the dungeon runs and the changes that we make to make the dungeon runs better. So this is the Gamer Dude signing out. See you in part 2. And you already know. Deuces.